Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, guys. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, guys.
Hey there.
Hello. Welcome. Welcome, Joe. Welcome, guys. We'll get started shortly.
Hi, David.
Hey, Ranjit. Welcome.
Nice
Welcome,
way to
guys.
present you over there.
Welcome. We'll get started shortly, guys. This evening is trading in the zone, trend following, and trading system. We'll get started shortly.
I mean, do you want me to show you what picture of it's on the.
Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Trading in the zone, trend following, and trading system. We'll get started shortly. All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Joe. Welcome. Hey, Ranjit. Welcome. Hey, Solomon. Welcome. Hey, guys. This evening, as you guys know, on Wednesdays we do um trading in the zone. So mindset, right? Trend following. So we want to make sure we follow those trends. All right. We follow those trends and trading systems. So we want to use our trading systems to capitalize on these trends. All right. So you guys should see my screen here. Futures, Monster Futures Tracker. So we'll start with our futures this evening. Good news, right? Good news. You know, last week, market sold up a bit, right? We were concerned that the indexes, well, look, let's bring it here. The indexes would break support. Well, they held support pretty good so far. So far, right? Let's take a look at the Dow here. So the Dow held support right here. Let me show you guys. And this was absolutely great news. Had we gotten selling this week, right, we would have sell signals like this, red candles to get out of the market, all right, out of the stock market, the equity markets. But it held, right here is where we held support and green candles came in. So buyers came in and moved the price higher, and it's still holding nicely. All right, so that's the Dow. Let's take a look at, let's see here, and hopefully we'll get our charts will work this evening. Let's see here, and then here is the S&P, right? Held support. Look here, guys. This is why we pay attention to support and resistance. All right. So here is support right here, right? S&P held support, and now price is moving higher. All right. So here is where we held support. Had the price broken down, gotten below support, we would have gotten a sell signal like here to get out. Okay. So buyers are still holding. The goal is to now start testing this near-term resistance here. All right. So we want to pay attention to those trends. All right. All right. So that's we looked at the Dow. This is the S&P. Now let's take a look at the NASDAQ and the Russell, and then we'll take a look at the VIX. Now we'll go through this more tomorrow when we do equities, but I want to show you guys what's setting up here. And the good news is we held support. Prices held support. All right. So here is the NASDAQ held support right here. So let me know if you guys don't see that. You guys should see that. Prices held support. Hold on. All right. Prices held support right here, or right here. Prices held, especially right here. We even had a red candle that came in here. All right. Held. And now look here, right? We tested resistance yesterday. This is today, right? We pull back a little bit, but guess what? We're still holding nicely. So we need prices to stay above support, hopefully continue higher. All right. All right. And then the Russell. Let's take a look at the Russell. This was the NASDAQ. All right, charts are moving nicely. Had to clean up some space. Hey, Chris, welcome, Chris. Welcome. All right. And then same thing with the Russell. All right. So if we look here, this is the Russell here, held support. We really need to pay attention. Forget about moving averages and all of that, right? Support. Here is where it closed. So the Russell did give a sell signal right here, right on that break of support. All right. So let me show you guys. So here is the buy signal here on the Russell, right? Here is our support right here, right? Got below support. Here was our sell signal here. All right. So we want to pay attention to this, to the systems. So what is white arrow here on this candle was our sell signal right here. All right. Broke support, got out here. Here is our buy signal here. Remember, we want to get out on a break of support because the price could do this. All right. So we don't want that. Good news is, right, with the Russell will follow the other indexes and hopefully move higher from here. All right. The VIX is moving lower, which is what we want. It had jumped up to about 22, and it's moving lower now. All right. So that's good. Very encouraging. Hey, Gerald. Welcome, Gerald. Welcome.
Hey, David.
Hello. All right. All right. Charts are moving really nice. I like this. All right. So here is the VIX. Here, VIX is coming back down. It got up to 20, a high of, look at this, a high of 25 on the VIX. So it's coming back down nicely at 21 right now. All right. So we need the VIX to get lower, right? We need it. I think the lowest it's gotten recently is 19. We needed to get in the teens, preferably low teens. But anywhere under 20 is good, and we'll see the market move higher, but more bullish. Okay, so um, we'll keep an eye out for that. All right, but good price action. At least we held support. That's the big news. We held support with the equity market. So hopefully we'll continue to see this Christmas rally. All right. I know it's counting down, but hopefully we'll get a rally into the new year. All right. The futures market is currently up, so that's good. Right. So the Dow futures, Nasdaq, all the E-mini, right? S&P all up right now, not by a huge amount, but still up. All right. Um,
Hey David, just a
hey,
quick question. So all these
Ranjit.
four indexes, right? Are
Mm-hmm.
they behave similarly or they have their own identical behavior?
Okay, repeat that for me, Ranjit.
All these four indices, right?
Mm-hmm.
S&P 500, Dow, all these four indices, right? Are they correlated or they behave differently? You know,
No, they're
like,
yeah, they're correlated together. They'll move together. Yeah. So yeah, so you will notice where the Dow usually moves first. All right. So the Dow will usually move. If you look here, the Dow has the largest move right here. All right, compared to the others. The Nasdaq will usually lag a bit, but eventually they follow. All right. So I haven't seen in I mean, I've been doing this for a long, long time. It's very, very rare. I haven't seen it where the Dow is in a trend, right? And is in, and this is trend following, right? So I don't think I've ever seen it where you have months on end where the Dow is moving up and the Nasdaq and the Russell they're moving down. No, they might wait, right? So let's say the Dow takes off and moves, start to break resistance, get into that markup phase. Most of the other indexes will perhaps they'll usually consolidate. All right, they might retrace a little bit, but they'll hold, and then eventually they'll move. They'll move also in the same direction. In the same direction.
David, can you just quickly refresh me? I just know S&P 500. What are Dow, Russell, and all other indices, please?
So
Really
the
appreciate.
Dow, yeah. So the Dow is so when you think of the Dow 30, so those are the 30 largest, some of the large companies. Like I think IBM is still in there. Just some of the large companies. Nasdaq is usually tech. All right, tech. Um,
So,
um,
like, are they same company on the S&P 500 or totally different company?
no, they're different companies. Yeah. So yeah, they're different companies on the different exchanges. Yes, different companies. The S&P is usually small caps. So, like when we trade stocks that are in stock boss, like small cap stocks, usually you'll find those smaller companies. All right. Companies that are innovative, right? New companies, small companies, very innovative companies. You'll find those in the S&P and some of them in the Russell too. But the Nasdaq, just think of Nasdaq technology, right? Technology, Dow Jones. Those are your large cap stocks, big companies. Think of the old companies, Coca-Cola companies like that. I think Coke is in there, but big companies, stable companies, they're in the Dow. Only 30 companies. That's why they call the Dow 30, S&P 500, and so forth. Okay. Does that help? And that's why we
Perfect.
need
Yeah.
that's why we need to pay attention before we trade any stocks, right? We need to pay attention to what the indexes are doing. All right. Indexes, VIX, and then the sectors. All right. Healthcare, right? Consumer staples, right? Energy, right? We want to pay attention to how these sectors are doing. Now, the top sector we have right now, which I'm surprised by this one here, um, came out of nowhere, is silver. Silver is making a run. All right. So silver, that's part of basic materials. All right. So, and we'll go through more of this tomorrow, but I just want to go over the trends that's happening right now. Gold isn't far behind, right? So gold is third. Consumer staples is second. And that, consumer staples, that's your retailers, right? And usually, end of the year, fourth quarter, Christmas, right? A lot of spending is coming in. And that's why we'll see a move here in consumer staples. And then gold is making a move. Here is materials. So materials, that's precious metals. All right. And that's up here. These are above 20 here. And as you guys know, if it's above 20, yellow and 20, it's making a move. Okay. Healthcare, right? Nice price action in healthcare. All right. Industrials. Okay. So nice price action. It's good to see that these sectors are holding. These sectors are holding firm, which is encouraging for the indexes. Okay. All right. Any questions on here? You guys see that price action? All right. All right. Let's see here. The Dow, I wanted to talk about this. So this is the good news here. The Dow, if you guys, and we've talked about this, and I have to, I have to say last week was a concern, right? But the markets are holding now. Um, Here we are near all-time highs. We're still near all-time highs, even with the pullback last week. We are near all-time highs. The all-time high on the equity market, stock market, is about 36,000 and change, and we're at 33,000. Right? Market closed at 33,000 nine, almost 34,000. So we are, think about that, right? With everything that's going on out there, right? You would think the world is coming to an end, right? With inflation, unemployment is increasing, right? We're only 2,000 points, about 2,000, 2,500 points from the all-time high, right? Here we are. We're this far away from the all-time highs. All right. Amazing. Amazing. So we are watching. Hopefully we'll finish up the week. All right. We'll finish up the week on an up week, have an up week, and then perhaps look to next week, right? Christmas is coming here. So next week, right, into the new year, we could hopefully test resistance. And if we can test resistance and break resistance, we could see where lot more buying come into this market here. All right. This is very encouraging. And like I said, last week was a concern. There were, a whole week of selling, but it didn't change. Like I said, it held price, held support. All right. Price, held support. And what we're looking for is here. All right. Whenever you guys see white arrows, white candles like here, where price held a support like right here, held support right here, then followed by green candles, that's very bullish. It happened here. Look here, white candle, green candle, very bullish, held support right here. All right. Same thing right here. Now, I don't know if this had any support here, but made a low here, white candles, green candles, right? And
So
here,
David, is the white candle is consolidation?
yes. So just think of a white candle as consolidation, neutral, right? Neutral. All right. So it's neither price, it's a change, it's a change in direction. All right. It's a change. Usually it's a change in direction or a pause. Could be a pause. You guys will find the white candles near support. All right. So when you look at your systems, right? When you look at your systems and you get those white candles, all right, just know that's an area to be concerned with because you could get a red candle, which would mean sellers are coming in. All right. But when you get if you get a green candle followed by a red candle, that's very bullish. You get a green candle followed by white candles. All right. You get yeah. If you get white candles followed by green candles, that's very bullish. So if you guys look here, here is where we had support right here. Resistance become, well, this is resistance first. Resistance becomes support. Price failed, got a sell signal here. Red candle here, broke support, followed by this big green candle here. Extremely bullish. This is extremely bullish. That's a lot of buying. That candle started here, all right, and closed right here. Now, this is a monthly, right? This is a monthly candle, but still, Lord, that's a big candle, right? They saved the market right here. Hadn't if this candle here, this green candle hadn't come in, right? This market would have been in trouble, right? So this 1 month right here, it's amazing, right? 1 month saved this market. All right. Otherwise, we could have been down here trading kind of like Bitcoin, you know. All right. But this candle here, this one right here, this candle right here is what saved the market. And guess what? Here we have so 1 month. Let me clean this up for you guys to see. So this is why we want to follow the trend. So, you know, we can look at stocks and heat seeker. We'll do some of that tomorrow. All right. Heat seeker, stock boss, bull master. And our goal is we just need the prices to hold, not to break support levels on the daily time frame and continue to move higher. All right. But green candle here, nice big green candle. That those are buyers, right? Lots of buyers. Here's another green month here, another green candle. All right. So October, November, right? And now December, we have a third green candle. That's buyers. And if you notice, it's been moving higher, higher highs, higher lows. And we just need to, this is the only thing that's standing in our way right now, right here. And it's not resistance, it's just a high. All right. So there's no resistance. It's not like here where we have resistance. It's not like here where we have resistance to break, right? This is just a high right here. This is not resistance. We don't have a flattening in price, just a high. All right. So we could break resistance and move higher. All right. You guys see that? Any questions on this? All right. Any questions? All right. So if you guys are in any stock positions, just as long as they don't break support, no red candles, just stay in. All right. Let's talk about Forex because we had a rotation going in Forex, and that lasted 24 hours, 1 day, if that. So I want to talk about that. All right, so let's go here to Monster Scalper. And we had talked about, well, two things that's happening. What do you guys, anything you notice here with Monster Scalper? Let me bring this down here. Anything you guys notice here with Monster Scalper? Anything you guys notice with Monster Scalper? We've been talking about Forex, talking about Monster Scalper, right? What have we been saying about Monster Scalper? And focus, this is trend following now. So let's focus on trend following using the systems. What have we been saying about Monster Scalper and Forex? Anyone? What have we been saying? Last week, previous week? Ranjit, what have we been saying about Forex and Monster Scalper? Remember?
Yeah, so the market is swinging, right? So the market is turning from stock to the forex.
Yeah, but what have we been saying?
So
Solomon, what have we been?
is breaking the support, sorry, resistance. So it's going to go up the forex.
Okay, no, not quite, not quite. Solomon, how about you? You want to give it a try?
Yes, sir. So you said with the forex, like each of the sectors, if it's the yen pairs, like you see all of them will give a probably like they'll be all blue, and like you have to have majority of it, like 80% of it, giving the buy signal or looking bullish, So they tend to have most of all the currency pairs, showing the blue signal, then like the forex is doing okay.
Okay, very good. Okay, very good. That's closer. Anyone else want to give it a try? Anyone else want to give it a try? All right. All right. Remember, we were looking here, right? Right. We were looking over here. And last week we only had, remember, 14 pairs, right? Remember, right? We only had 14 pairs, right? Over 20. You guys remember that? We've been talking about that, not to trade. We've been saying do not trade Forex, right? Do not trade unless you were trading the CAD pairs, right? And that Forex was in what? Was consolidating, right? All right. Remember, we said a large percentage of the Forex market, right? Remember, all these pairs down here were red. All these were red, right? We only have a few here, only 14 pairs here that were above 20 and trending. All right. So this is important. This is important. So look here, what's happening now. We have 34 pairs, right? 34 pairs that are now yellow. So what does this tell us? If we're using the system, what does this tell us? If we're using the system, what does this tell us? Anyone, what does this tell us? Well, it tells us the market is trending, right? Forex is opening up. We have more pairs, right? We have more pairs that are breaking resistance or nearing resistance and are looking to get into the markup phase, right? Or the markdown phase. So when we had only 14 pairs, guess what? We should not be trading, right? Market's consolidating. Forex is consolidating. Now, guess what? We have 34 pairs. Now we watched 57 pairs, but now we have more pairs that are breaking out. That tells us that Forex is moving. All right. It's no longer consolidating. All right. It's no longer consolidating. No, it's not fully trending, right? Because we still have pairs that are still consolidating, but this is a much better environment than where we were last week. All right. All right. Much better environment, trading environment than where we were last week. All right. So here we have 57 pairs that we track. Right. Remember last week, all these pairs, all these were red, like they are now. All these were red. All these pairs were red all the way from here, from up here, all the way down. They were red, consolidating. The price action kind of looked like this, right? No trends. Price action kind of looked like this, right? Nothing to trade. So remember we said don't trade, right? Just hold your capital, protect your capital. Now it's opening up a bit. All right. If it continues, we might see where, right, we have more pairs, right? All these here turn from red to yellow, right? So we might have more pairs trading higher or lower, right? Trending, they're either trending up or down, right? Either trending up or down. So keep that in mind. Solomon, you're absolutely right, right? So this is what we were looking at as far as the new rotation, and it failed. All right. And this one failed quickly. All right. And let me ask you guys, and help me out here. All right. I wanna know if you guys are picking this stuff up. All right. If you're learning this. All right. What caused, why did the why how do we know? Let me say this. How do we know that the rotation failed? And Solomon, you mentioned it. How do we know that the rotation failed? They were all, you remember you said they were blue, right? They were blue, and now they are what? They're what?
Or red.
They're all red, right? So we know they're no longer going up. So the whole yen group as a whole, right? As a whole, they're no longer moving higher, right? What else are they doing? What else? What happened to cause this to become red, all red and new down, down? What happened to the price? What happened to the price? Right. Follow your systems. Follow the 4 market phases. Follow support and resistance. So what happened to the price to cause this? I'm going to help you guys. I'm going to go through the charts. We're going to go through each of the yen pairs. So what's happening to the price and what's the system doing? Anyone want to give it? You guys want to give it a shot? Joe, give it a shot, Joe. What's the system doing? You have your system. What's the system doing?
I think it's consolidating right now, right?
It's still going through a markdown.
It's going, but what is the system? Look here for system. So remember, we want to, this is trading in the zone, right?
Yeah.
Trend following and trading systems. So we want to use our trading systems to help us, right? What is the system giving us? Look here.
So it's consolidating right now.
Okay.
After that markdown phase, it's consolidating.
Yeah, but what is the system giving us here?
Markdown.
The redistribution.
Okay.
Sale.
A what?
Sale signal. So
A
it's
sell
markdown.
signal. Very good. So the system give us a sell signal here to exit, right? So here was our buy signal, and almost within a day, we got a sell signal to get out quickly here. All right. So this rotation is done. It's over. It's over. Right. We had 9 buy signals came in, right? And now we've got sell signals coming in. Here is another sell signal on a breakout support. Here is your support right here. All right. So remember, we're always going to buy on a break of resistance. We don't randomly buy. We're going to buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. All right. Here is our support right here. Here is our resistance right here. All right. This is important, especially for those of you who have the system, right? We want to follow this, right? Here is resistance where we got the buy signal here. So yes, the rotation failed because it's red here. So Solomon, you're absolutely right. Right? We have red in here, all this red in here for the yen pairs, right? But what's causing this the selling to come in here is this price action here. All right. So buyers came in, we bought here. All right. Sellers came in almost immediately. I'll call that immediately within a day. All right. Broke support. And we have a sell signal right here to get out. All right. And we want to get out here because just like we got out here, right, the price could move a lot lower, right? So, you know, we want to take those losses and get out. All right. Same thing here, right? Bought here, price failed, broke support. Guess what? It went down lower. So two things can happen. What could happen now? What could happen now with the yen pairs? What could happen? Actually, three things could happen. What could happen now with the price? What could happen? And it's important to know what could happen so we could get ready, right? Just because this rotation failed doesn't mean it's over. It's over for now, but things can change. You guys know, right? We went from 14 pairs, all right, that were perhaps tradable to now 34 pairs that's perhaps tradable. And we did that that happened like a day and a half, 2 days. So what could happen here? Well, two things can happen. Price can consolidate here again. So consolidate, all right? Test support, right? But we don't do anything here. We have a sell signal, so we wait, right? We wait. There's no trading to be done. All right? There's no trading to be done. So we would wait. All right? Price could break resistance and we might get another buy signal like here to enter. Right? And then this might be the buy signal now that really turns out into a trend. Or it could break support, right? And now continue to go lower. So it can either consolidate a bit longer like it did here. All right. Break, because it's right. Where is it right? It's right here. So it's right at support. All right. Continue lower, break support, continue lower. All right. Or break resistance, give a buy signal, and then move higher. All right. Now, any questions on this? This is important. This is important. All right. Because I know a lot of times when this happens, we get frustrated, right? And we get a sell signal and we are forced out of the trade. So we get discouraged. And then we don't look at the markets anymore. And then we, we go on to other things. And a few days later, price breaks resistance, and now it's moving higher, and we've missed the trade. All right. Let's see here. I want to show you guys. So that's one that broke support, gave a sell signal. Did this one break support? Did this one here break support and give a sell signal here? Yes or no?
No.
Joe,
No.
did this? No, right? It held support, right? Here's your support line here. Good job. It held support, green candles, right? Now, red candles, I'll say, hey, you get a red candle, get out. All right. But let's say, for instance, you got out here on this red candle and now it's got a green candle. You guys, you can get back in. You can get that back in. Buyers are coming back in because you still have a blue arrow here. You still have a buy signal right here, and it's trading above, a little bit above resistance. Okay, good job. All right.
Hey, Dave, when we got the blue signal and the USD JPY, I got in. I'm still in it.
You still in this?
Yeah, I get in long and I'm still in it.
Yeah, I would get out though. It's up to you. but I would get out. It has a, it
I
has a,
might, because on the monthly, it
what,
doesn't look good.
what time frame are you trading it on?
240.
The 240? I would get out. I would
Yeah.
build those habits, right? Because build, I mean, yes, it might shoot up, it might go back up, right? It very well might go back up, but it can also do this too, Joe. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this sell signal, we get these sell signals for a reason. So this is seller's territory, right? All these red candles here,
Yeah.
you have no green candles, right? No green candles. So you have, red candles. So I would, it's up to you, but
I was holding it also because of the typical, retracement. Sometimes you get the blue signal, then it retraces a little back and then jumps back.
yeah, yeah. But if you look here, right, sometimes it doesn't happen. Um, I mean, I know what you're referring to, something like this, right? Where you get a blue signal, you get the
Yes,
sale
exactly.
signal, right? And then it does this. Right?
Correct.
Yeah, just be careful with that. Just be careful because, it can do this also. All right.
Right.
And especially, and, when the European market, right, opens up at 3, 4 a.m., right? And you're not in front of it,
Yeah.
right? You're not in front of it, and all of a sudden it's moving lower. Hey, Carl, welcome. All right, so I would be, if you're going to stay in it, I would do this. All right, I would do this if you're going to stay in it, um, which I don't recommend, but
Okay.
you're in it. I say just close it, get out, right? Find something else.
Yeah.
So if you've got a little bit of support, near-term support right here. So which is 134 91. So I would say, right, what you could do, right, if you really want to stay in it, you might want to put a stop loss, right? We don't use stop. This is our stop loss, our exit signal right here. All
Yeah.
right. But I wouldn't play with this. So what you could do is, because you got red candles here, man, I would put like a stop loss, right?
On 134.80.
Yeah, right below here, so
Yeah.
that you go to sleep, right? And if it breaks below here, below that, short-term temporary support right here, it will get you out of the trade. All right. What you don't want overnight is that you have real selling coming when the Euro market opens, the London session opens, and that really, you know, moves down, because that's sell. You're not breaking resistance anymore, right? You
No.
don't have any green candles anymore. It's all red candles. You've broken a support. All right. So I would just be careful with this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then two, we want to build good habits. Okay. We really want to get out when we get a sell signal. Let's see if we have some examples here. I know the dollar pairs have been going lower. So let me see here. You see this sell signal up here? See this? See
Yeah.
what can happen? Yeah, this is a sell signal here. And you see what happens? That's why we do this, right? We'll let someone else, let these other traders take these losses here. We don't want to take this. We got a buy signal up here, sell signal up here, right? There are traders that are sitting in this trade from all the way up here, and they're in major losses. They're in a major loss right now. So we don't want to do that, okay? Because a lot of times what will happen is, we'll hold it. It gave us sell. This is a good example. This is a really good example here. All right. So Here is where we had the buy signal. And we've got a few more minutes and we'll be done. All right, but this is all of this is important. All right, so here is resistance, buy signal here on a break of resistance. It failed. We can't control this. It is what it is. Right, here is support right here. Here is our sell signal to get out here. So we did take a loss, right? And I know it's not nice. It's not pretty, but it is what it is. It's trading, right? So we took that loss here, all right? But guess what? Had we not gotten out here on a break of support and we held it hoping that it might do this, guess what? It didn't. And it kept moving lower and moving lower and moving more lower. And all of this is in the markdown phase, you know? All right. So take that loss. I know it's hard.
I just closed it.
Okay. Okay. Just take the loss. I know it's hard. Who wants, we don't want to lose any money, right?
Yeah,
But it's, it's nothing. But, rather than waiting and hoping that it goes back up and it's in the markdown. This is the markdown phase, and we can take that loss, clean things up, just clean up your account, and then just there'll be other opportunities where we want small losses. I consider this. I know it looks like a big loss. Hold on for. And I had some traders last night, and I know we all want these little tiny little losses. You can get a smaller loss, move it to a smaller time frame, but guess what? You're not going to get those big trends, right? A 30-minute time frame isn't going to give you a really nice trend. All right. You might on a 60-minute, but just know that the wider the time frame, like a 240, your loss will be a bit larger, but your gains will be larger too. But the thing we want to pay attention to, all right, especially those of you who are using the system and Monster Scalper, right? This is a small loss compared to perhaps taking this loss here. I'll take this loss every day, right? Take that small loss every day. All right. We don't have traders blowing up accounts. Our traders don't blow up accounts, even brand new traders, right? That have been with us. And we have a lot of new traders always coming on board, right? They don't blow up accounts. When I started, and most traders will blow up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 accounts, a lot of accounts. All right. And the reason our traders don't blow up accounts is because they get out, and they're forced to get out because the system is telling them, hey, as much as you don't like it, you need to get out. You need to get out so that they don't have the big losses. So we need small losses, big wins. Okay. Small losses, big wins. All right. So
I have another one open, CAD JPY.
CAD yen. Okay, let's take a look.
Yeah.
You're still open? Okay. All right, let's take a quick look at that, and then we'll be done. Much better, apart from the yen pairs, right? Giving a quick, a short rotation. It's been a good week for the markets. Good week for the equity markets. The CAD pairs did really good long to the long side. All right, so that's pound. Pound CAD is still holding. Look at that buy signal here. This is what we want, right? We want these nice long trends, small losses. Here is a loss here, bought here, sold here. But then look at this here. This nice big trend will pay for those small losses. Let's take a look at CAD yen. Joe, let's take a look at CAD yen. And Joe, you've been with us for a while. Let's see here. CAD yen. Okay.
Same thing. We got the blue. I got in as well.
Yeah. So what you could do here, you in it. You in it. Just put, okay, so
Damn presents for you.
Oh my goodness, that was loud. All right. All right, let's see here. Okay, so don't close this one.
No.
All right, Joe, don't close this one here.
Yeah.
Put a stop loss below here. All right,
Okay.
you in it. All right, you in it. So put a stop loss, let's say around 99.347 below
Okay.
support. We want to put it below support.
Yeah.
All right. And the reason is if it breaks support, we know sellers are coming back in. All right. And then just leave this one. All right.
Yeah.
Just leave it. And then
Yeah.
you've got resistance. You've got resistance right here. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So but just know that if it breaks support here, just get out. If it comes down in here, consolidates a bit. All right, consolidates. Just close it. Don't waste any time with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right, guys. All right. Any other questions? We've got 2 minutes. Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay. We're gonna wrap up. All right. Good news. Good news. Forex is moving again. So for our Forex traders, all right, our monster scalper traders, good news. We're out of the consolidation. We have more pairs trading. All right. Aussie pairs, New Zealand pairs, they're looking good. The dollar pairs, they're going down. I don't know what's going on with the yen pairs because these should have held. All right. We might get a move back up. I don't know what's going on, but ideally, what we would like to see, we need up here, right? We need these to be moving up. The dollar pairs are moving down nicely. All right. We don't even need the euro pairs to be moving down. If we can get the dollar pairs to stay down, the yen pairs to move up, now we've got a really nice rotation happening in the market. So hopefully, and I see the yen pairs are trying to make a move back up. They've got a bit to go. They got to get back up in this area here. We did see, hold on, let me see if I can find. Yeah, so here is an Aussie yen green candle here is moving up a bit here. Here is another one here. All right. Swiss, was that Swiss? Yes, Swiss yen green candle here. All right. So Joe, you might get some buying to come in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you might get some buying to come in. All right. So, that might have been some news that came out. Usually when you get big selling to come in like this, all right, like this right here, big candle, that's usually news driven. All right. And got us out of the trade. But guess what? We'll keep an eye on it. And if buyers come in, we'll call it another rotation, a new rotation. Okay. So, all right. So remember, trend following, guys. Let's follow the trends, right? Follow your systems, get out, buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. All right. All right, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow for equities. All right. And we'll go over Stock Boss, Bull Master, and Heat Seeker tomorrow. All right. Good job. Good job. Good job, Joe. Good job. All right. Take care, guys.
Good night. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.